How do defenses and remedies shape tort law? They ensure fairness between claimants and defendants. This video explores the key concepts and applications in tort law. Defenses in tort law can either absolve a defendant or reduce compensation. Key defenses include consent, contributory negligence, and statutory authority. Consent implies no injury is done to a willing person. Contributory negligence reduces damages based on shared fault. Statutory authority permits acts usually considered torts if authorized by law. Consent or volenti non fit injuria requires knowledge and voluntary acceptance of risk. In cases like Hall v. Brooklands, spectators accepted inherent risks. Contributory negligence involves shared responsibility for harm. Froome v. Butcher showed damages reduced due to the claimant's own negligence. These defenses balance accountability in tort claims. Inevitable accident occurs when harm is unavoidable despite reasonable care. Stanley v. Powell highlighted this defense. Self-defense allows reasonable force to protect oneself, others, or property. Proportionality is crucial in self-defense claims. These defenses recognize situations beyond a defendant's control. Necessity justifies torts committed to prevent greater harm. Cope v. Sharp illustrates this principle. Statutory authority permits acts under legal sanction. Allen v. Gulf Oil showed operations authorized by law are not torts. These defenses protect public interest and lawful activities. They ensure tort law accommodates necessary actions. Remedies aim to compensate, not punish, the wrongdoer. Main remedies include damages, injunctions, and self-help. Damages restore the claimant's position pre-tort. Injunctions can prohibit or mandate actions. Self-help allows limited lawful actions by the injured party. Compensatory damages cover actual losses. Nominal damages recognize rights violations without harm. Aggravated damages address additional distress caused. Exemplary damages punish egregious behavior. Rooks v. Barnard set limits on exemplary damages. Injunctions are court orders to do or stop actions. Prohibitory injunctions prevent ongoing nuisances. Mandatory injunctions require specific actions. Interim injunctions are temporary. Self-help allows reasonable actions to protect rights. Occupiers' liability concerns premises safety for visitors. The 1957 Act covers lawful visitors requiring reasonable care. The 1984 Act extends limited duty to trespassers. Defenses include contributory negligence and consent. Warnings and independent contractors can limit liability. Nuisance defenses justify or excuse otherwise tortious actions. Prescription arises after 20 years of uninterrupted activity. Statutory authority protects authorized activities. Consent limits claims where interference is accepted. Contributory negligence and acts of nature also apply. Nuisance remedies stop interference and compensate claimants. Damages cover loss of use, property damage, and distress. Injunctions can stop or limit nuisances. Abatement allows reasonable self-help actions. Remedies balance individual rights with public interest. Defamation defenses protect freedom of speech. Truth, honest opinion, and privilege are key defenses. Truth requires the statement to be substantially true. Honest opinion must be clearly presented as opinion based on facts. Privilege protects essential communications for public interest. Publication on a matter of public interest is a defense. It requires reasonable belief in the public interest of publication. This defense supports investigative journalism. Reynolds v. Times newspapers established responsible journalism factors. The Defamation Act 2013 codified this principle. Offer of amends allows correction and apology to end claims. Innocent dissemination protects intermediaries unaware of defamation. These defenses encourage responsible media conduct. They balance freedom of expression with reputation protection. The Defamation Act 2013 clarifies these defenses. Trespass to land allows claims for damages without actual loss. Nominal damages recognize rights violations. Compensatory damages cover actual harm or loss. Aggravated damages address distress caused by offensive trespass. Exemplary damages punish outrageous conduct. Mess and profits compensate for loss of use or rent during trespass. They prevent trespassers from profiting unlawfully. Injunctions prevent further trespass or require removal of obstructions. These remedies ensure claimants' rights are protected. They restore the claimant's position pre-trespass. Contributory negligence reduces damages based on claimant's fault. It ensures fairness by sharing responsibility. The Law Reform Act 1945 governs this principle. Cases like Froome Butcher illustrate proportional reduction in damages. This defense encourages reasonable care by all parties. Volenti non fit injuria means no injury is done to a willing person. It requires knowledge and voluntary acceptance of risk. This defense applies in sports, medical consent, and recreational activities. Hall Brooklands demonstrated acceptance of inherent risks. It absolves defendants from liability. The 1957 Act requires occupiers to ensure visitor safety. It applies to lawful visitors with express or implied permission. Children require greater care due to risk awareness. Skilled visitors are expected to guard against known risks. Defenses include contributory negligence and adequate warnings. The 1984 Act extends limited duty to trespassers. It recognizes basic human safety for unlawful entrance. Duty arises if occupiers know of danger and likely presence. Reasonable steps are required to prevent injury. Defenses include consent and independent contractor liability. In conclusion, the defenses and remedies in tort law serve to balance fairness and accountability, safeguarding the rights of claimants while recognizing the legitimate justifications of defendants. A thorough understanding of these principles is essential for effectively navigating the civil justice system. By providing a structured framework for both defenses and remedies, tort law upholds justice and ensures the equitable treatment of all parties involved. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch via text or phone at 07000 484 361,688. I appreciate your attention and look forward to seeing you at the next session.